Hi, Leo. How are you guys? We're going to do your reading. I think it's a love reading, but we'll see. I feel like there's a communication issue, but let me just show you this. This is like, wow. This is just, I just picked up the deck and started to pre-shuffle and look. So you got King of Voices. I feel like, and this is your card, so you're showing up in your reading already, which is really powerful. It looks like you're on fire. Magician, this is creating, taking charge. You may be... It's kind of like an explosion of creative ideas. I feel like you're in your element. Maybe even finding balance with that Zen yoga pose down there. Good fortune, and looks like it's not. It doesn't look like it's happenstance. It looks like it's, maybe you manifested, maybe you created with work. I'm not sure. Let's keep going. How are you? This is for, I was intending to do a love reading, but this is for Leo. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. It is general. As you know, cannot resonate for everyone. Just take what resonates and leave the rest. Okay, wow. King, I don't know why these are backwards. They shouldn't have been. So, but I'm going to just look at them since they were. So now we have King and Queen of Voices. So it's a conflicted, it's communication, I believe, that's conflicted. Interesting. Five of Materials, that's, feeling left out in the cold. Looking, at the... Yeah, did I already tell you guys justice? I felt justice. Did I tell you that? I felt justice. So it might be, I felt Libra. So this is Libran energy. And this is the Hierophant, Truth, Ethics. I'm wondering, did you guys, let's just see. Did you guys get blocked? Or somebody not communicating? Wow, and there's a 5 again. Oh my gosh. 6 of Voices, where I cut the deck. 5, 6, 6. So that's an 11. But we have 5 of emotions. So yeah, like I think I just said that, feeling left out, hurt, distraught, but thinking about the past. This is really somebody's really thinking about the past in a like kind of missing, not lethargic, nostalgic way. I feel like somebody... I know we can automatically assume that's you, but I feel like it's someone else too. 9 of Voices. Somebody is in their head. Let me see what fell out. This is just pre-shuffle, you guys. I'm going to lay out a spread, but I turned the camera on right when I started pre-shuffle. 9 of Voices. So it's not over. 2 9s. I mean, it's definitely not over. 9 of Swords and 9 of Wands. So there's been, it's been conflict. Okay, let's lay, I know what spread I'm going to do. Let's lay it out. Yeah, some sort of communication is not happening, and I believe it's because, okay, there's been conflict. So somebody went quiet or isn't communicating, and there's conflict, and they're thinking about it a lot, but they're not doing it because they're conflicted. This is you, Temperance. So patience, balance, beautiful. I love it. Sagittarius energy, 4 of Materials. Not always a great thing. This is fear of losing out, fear of lack, like holding on to something clingy. It's a little bit clingy. Interesting. That's overall. So I think if you think it's just you, somebody is thinking about you. There's another 2. This is your person. Looks like they're looking, and somebody that you're thinking about looks like isn't talking, but I feel like they want to, and they're thinking about it a lot, and they're conflicted, and it's definitely not over. We have those 2 9s that were really strong. How they see you, as they should, as a superstar. Aquarius energy, but somebody who's just very bright and sunny. It looks like you're in your power. You're in a really, I hope you're not there is an element of like shining bright and being a rock star or superstar. So I just hope you're not missing out on that. If you are feeling a little bit stuck, take the first step, because those movement hormones produce more movement hormones. So sometimes you just got to take the first step. But I feel like most of you are living this out in your power. I mean, it depends also where your other placements are. Okay, so how they view the situation, yeah, they're waking up. But I don't know why they're not talking yet. Wow. 10 of materials. 10 of Pentacles. This is how they see you. They're figuring out who you are, and I'm going to clarify that Temperance, but it looks like you're in a more balanced, evened out place. Yeah, what you cannot see is that they are majorly in their head. There's the 9 again. Ooh. Tarot's advice, 7 of Voices, 7 of Swords. That's kind of like strategize, or... Okay, we're going to clarify that too, but let me just see. Look at this, 8 of Voices, 8 of Swords. They're totally in their head about it. But why aren't they talking? Why aren't they feel like they're not communicating? This is kind of, I don't know, does somebody play poker or gamble? I'm getting something about cards, like, don't show all your cards. Something like that. Collaboration is in your outcome. 3 of Pentacles, wow, what is wrong with me? 3 of Wands. But see, there's this domino effect, and it looks like there's a gap here, but she's about to jump over it. But, I mean, she could get stuck if she lets herself sink into things that aren't right. But I feel like this energy is kind of pulling her. But this is cooperation. Everything kind of comes together. Or maybe this is even with the, like, even if there's a pothole or part of the bridge missing, there's still, it's kind of like a magician energy. There's still a way to keep going. It's like everything comes together, or everything works. Roadblocks are only really a big deal. I mean, I don't know how to word this. What I'm feeling is, it's like, yeah, there's obstacles, or there's missing steps in the staircase or in the bridge, but don't let it stop you. That's the outcome. And this is also cooperation. So here's what is so interesting. Here's what I'm thinking. This person, I think, is not talking, blocked you. They are so in their head. And you know why they did it, and why they're not talking, is because they know they're going to have to come. I think they know they're going to have to come up to your level. And so when they do come forward or come back, this may be somebody that was, deceptive or wronged you. When they do come forward, they're going to have to, like, explain. And I think that is, and that's okay. That's, I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I think that's a good thing. But that might be prolonging them coming forward. You're hopefully going about living your life and not stuck. So, like, maybe they know you have options now. 7 of Emotions and High Priestess. But there's a big awakening. They're seeing your value. Leo, I feel like maybe this person really kind of was detrimental to your value. To, like, it was kind of, I'm feeling shock. Like, who the heck couldn't see what they had? And it doesn't make sense that this person maybe used an excuse or one little obstacle as an excuse to not handle things better. And now it didn't really make sense. So now they'd have to level up. And they don't, I think it's kind of like when somebody has been wronged or wronged you, and they really, like, I feel like this person is thinking about you and wants to come back, but I feel like they know it's going to have to make sense, and they're going to have to, like, it's like Queen of Swords energy. Like the Queen of Swords, she doesn't want half-truths or twisted truths. She wants the whole truth, and she's not going to put up with less, right? And she's going to cut out somebody that comes into her life and doesn't value her. So it's kind of like somebody might be like, I really got to not mess it up this time. That's what I'm feeling, why they're not communicating. If this is your reading, if you've got somebody that's not communicating and it doesn't make any sense, here's why they're not communicating. It's because they don't have the confidence or their shit together enough to come back right now, or to explain something like that. Yeah, Muse of Inspiration. They do want to, though. Five of Voices. Look at that. Five of Swords. So just, it's a matter of how and what to say. Anyway, I'm sorry. I don't like that I'm sitting here, dwelling on this, but that's just what I'm trying to get clearly. It is going to balance out, but I think it's because you're balanced. You're patient and calm with that Temperance card. I'm going to clarify it though. Yeah, patient and calm with this King of Voices, King of Swords. But you're okay on your own too. This might have been really painful because it was kind of like a deep knowing that you should be together, and they, screwed up. It's like I feel like somebody that wronged you knows your value. And they probably always did, but it's more of an awakening now. And now they are seeing the light that they can't be in your lives half-ass. And that's good. That's what I feel. There you are. Look at that again. The Sun. Let's see what this Temperance card is. You're like, when they come back, it's got to be correct. Yeah, look at that. You're a manifesting maniac. When it comes to manifesting, make sure you guys are writing it down, being very clear. I feel like you guys probably could lecture me on that. Let's see. And okay, we're going to pull an oracle in a second. But anyway, let's look a little bit more at outcome. You're going to step over potholes. This person's going to have to learn to do it too. Lots of fives, though. Every five I think we've gotten. This kind of reminds me of like, who am I? I know who I am, but you got a couple twin flame signs here, 11, and the 5. They're mirroring. Yeah, this cycle's going to end. Wow. They're going to have to level up to you. I know this is why they're not talking. That's why they're not talking. Let me get, oh, I feel like pulling this one. Get an oracle real quick. Oh, you guys, check out my friend Mystic Intuition. She's on YouTube, and she's a really good tarot reader. She's just always really supportive, whenever I like reach out or need to, she's just great. Check her out. It's Mystic Intuition on YouTube, and she's on Instagram. I want to expand my consciousness and my awareness. Okay, I love this. Look at that. Major contrast. But look at the orange and the purple and the orange and the purple. I love when these cards do that. It's just like a synchronicity for me. But anyway, it says, I can't expect the truth from others, but I can expect it from myself. So even if someone deceives you, you're going to be honest with yourself. And it's like, if they wanted to call bad enough, they would. So if somebody's, this person's like not talking, or, even though you probably can feel them wanting to, because they know they're going to have to come correct and level up. But if they wanted that bad enough, they would find a way to do it. And maybe they are. I mean, I do think you're going to hear from them, but this is why it's, this is a strong message that you're not going to pretend that, it's okay. For whatever reason, they're not showing up for you. That's not okay. So there's an honesty here, and this is how you grow. I think you're already doing it, though. All right, you guys, I love you. Let me know in the comments. I'll see you soon.